I'm going to be doing a review of a Pinter accessory, and it's the Pinter Cog, which you attach on the valve at the back of your Pinter. I actually became aware of the Pinter Cog through the creators of it. They reached out to me through the Knights of Pinter Facebook group, and I seen a video of this and I immediately said, I want one. So I paid up my money and they sent me through the post. These were prior to actually general sales, so I got them over a month ago. You may have seen it in my previous videos. I have actually, in recent ones, been using the cog to release the pressure, and I love this device. Let me then show you how I find this useful. Currently, when you're using your Pinter and you want to vent it, you have to turn this dial at the back, and you have to turn it slowly to release the pressure slowly. Turn it too quickly and it's just going to let loads of air out and unsettle the beer inside, and it'll be hazy, and you've got to leave it again to settle for a bit longer. What I find with my red Pinter is that this one gets really stiff once it's pressurized and gone through the conditioning, and it's really difficult to turn. Where this has come in makes it so much easier for me. All you do is, I should say, you line it up, and it has a lovely little cutout of how the actual valve on this looks. You put it on, and then to turn it, it's just as simple as literally just using your fingers to turn it. But where that helps is you can actually turn it much slower than you would if you were turning the arrow on its own. And it just means you've got more control at releasing that pressure slowly. So you can turn it like that, then wait for the pressure to come out, turn it on a bit more. That's if it's a really active one. If it's not that active, you can turn it quicker. There's nothing in here, just so you're aware. To close it, again, it's just a case of literally spinning it and closing it, and you can close it so much quicker. It's also useful when you've got it in the fridge. Now, if you have it sideways in the fridge, it's lovely side on, and you can reach it and you can turn it. And that's quite handy. But some people have them long ways in their fridge. Now, my fridge isn't big enough to accommodate that, but if you've got it long ways, it's hard to reach that dial without putting your hand all the way down the back. Where the cog comes in handy is that you can then just use your finger to turn it. It's also handy in the sense of how they've developed it, and they've got 3 markings on the Pinter, on the cog, to tell you whether it is, now I'm going to guess, because I think these are letters to mean sort of closed, open, and, you know, untapped in a sense for you to drink. So it seems to be like you've got a C, an O, and a U. Not sure exactly what is what. Carbonated, no, it doesn't match up to that, but it is handy. So that means it's completely off, and then that one means it's open for you to be drinking from. And you can see these from distance, so when you're turning the cog, you can actually see where you are and how far along you've come. Now, comparison wise, there is another product that is available that people do use, and that is the lever. Now, the immediate difference between these two is that the lever has a greater height overall compared to the cog. Now, this can be beneficial, and it can also be a negative at that stage. If you've got a tight fridge, the lever could be more difficult than it is with the cog. Another area that could be difficult, especially if you've got it in the fridge at the back, is the cog fits on, the lever fits on the same way. And I'll just close this one to give the example. And once you turn it, it's then past your ability to reach it. And you then have to make sure you've got space at the back so you can then whiz that around. Now, it is nice and easy to hold in the hand and whiz round like that, but I find the cog suits my needs better. Now, they're both good. The cog, obviously, I believe costs slightly a bit more, mainly because there is more plastic in this. So these are 3D printed, and as I say, they fit nicely with the Pinter. what I've got is my actual pinter that's in use at the moment on the side here, and although it has been vented a few times, I will just put my cog on, and again it's just me turning to find it. There you go. And I'm going to turn it slowly, and now that's the first step, that it's now on the first level. Letting the gas out, and now that is fully ready and available for me to pour from. And it'll be a waste of not pouring at this stage, so the reason why it's useful for me to also show this to you is that when pouring, this doesn't block the vent and does not prevent the air coming in when you're pouring on the other side. So it doesn't prevent any of that. It works perfectly fine. As I alluded to, the Pinter Cog costs more than the Pinter lever because of the plastic involved. In the description, I've got a link out to the website where you can buy these, but the website is 3D Prints NI, and the cog, I believe, at present price is £7 and the lever is £5. They do some other Pinter accessories, which I'm hoping to get through and do some more of those accessories, because I've done the funnel so far and the cog. There are some aesthetics that you can put on and some that are actually helpful, i.e. this drippy tap right now. There's a little thing you can put at the bottom, and I'm tempted to give that a try and see how it goes. But yeah, for me, I've enjoyed this and I've been using it a lot on all of mine. I've got 2 of them for my 2 pinters. The lever, I was never a big fan of that, but it does do the job that some people want. But for me, I certainly enjoy my cog, and as he swiveled it around without being able to see, there we go. I'm just going to make sure that is turned off and have a drink at least. That's refreshing.